Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to make a video on testing out some injectors. So in the drag truck behind me back here, I run Bosch 210 injectors in there. And over the last few months, I've noticed that I got some irregularities with exhaust gas temperatures on the passenger side of the truck. Some of them are nearing 200 degrees higher than the other exhaust ports. So I ordered some new injectors, some new Bosch 210s. Got these from Speedway Motors. I could buy them individually there versus where I normally buy them, VS Racing. I buy a whole set from them. But I was able to buy them individually through Speedway, so it was kind of cool. I ordered two of them. I have two injectors that I think, well, I know are bad. They have something going on with them. So I already cut one of them. I wish I would have got it on video. I didn't video it, but I cut one apart, more or less smashed it apart because I couldn't really get it. So I didn't really learn anything from that other than they're very compact, and believe it or not, these little things are pretty tough. If I did it again, I'd probably take a grinder and cut it down the middle just to see what it looks like inside. But either way, so I did wreck one of the injectors already, and so I have three injectors left from the passenger side. One of these three is one of the bad ones. So I don't remember which one it is. I tested these about a week ago, and I don't remember which one it is. I just know it's one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these three older injectors in the tester, and then I'm going to put one new one in there along with it. And I just kind of want to see what the difference is between the brand new ones and the used ones. So let's give it a go. Actually, I'm going to switch these. Put the number 4 down here, 6, and number 8, and then the new injector on the end here. Not that it matters, I just kind of want to keep them in order. More of a mental note than anything, just to try to keep track of what I'm doing here. Okay, plug them in. Okay, all plugged in. Now, as far as settings go here, bring you guys in a little bit. What we're going to do is, I think I'm just going to start out with a idle test. These are big injectors, so my test bench here is Not the best for bigger injectors. I mean, if you're going to test like a 24 pound per hour or even a 60 pound per hour injector on here, it's not too bad. But when you get into anything over 160, you get up into the 210 range, you fill these reservoirs pretty quick. So I'm probably just for right now, to start out, let's just do it at an idle test. We'll change the pulse width down just a smidge. We'll take that down to like 2.5. And once we get it running, we can set the pressure here. So let's see what we got going here. Try that out. Let it build pressure. So again, here's the new injector. These are the older injectors. One of these, the last time I ran these on the test bench, one of them was down considerably. So I'm not sure which one it is. And it may take a few times of cycling these through and get these injectors warm to figure out which one it is. It's looking to me like already right here, which is the number 6 injector. Looks a little bit light compared to the rest. Yep. Okay. Let's take you guys off the stand here. I'll show you. So, okay, be quiet. Yeah, we're sitting just shy of 60 milliliters on the number 8 injector. We're at about 45, not quite 45 on the number 6 injector. And the number 4, we're at about 58 milliliters. And the brand new injector, one of the new injectors, we're at about 63 milliliters. So, I mean, these, if you look at these three, they're not terrible, but this is definitely low. We'll run it a few more times just to kind of see what we get here. So. Okay, here we are after run number 2 on the idle test. And again, the brand new injector, we're at 65 milliliters. Number 4 injector, we're at about 58 milliliters. This number 6, we're at roughly 42 milliliters. And then the number 8, we're at about 58 milliliters. So that's quite the spread. These two are pretty much right on. The new one's a little bit slightly higher, and number 6 is terrible. So we're gonna run this a few more times. Okay, so last test for this pairing of injectors. I ran it on 4 for the pulse width this time around, and the brand new injector is at about 79 milliliters. The number 4 is at 70 milliliters. Number 6, the bad one, it's about 41 milliliters. And then the number 8 is 70 milliliters. So these two are very consistent. The new injector is slightly edging out the other two, which I guess it is brand new. This number 6, this is a bad one. This one was my suspicions. I thinking back, I kind of remember now that this was one of the bad ones. I believe I had number 2 and number 6 that were both bad. The 2 is the one that I cut up and dissected, or smashed apart, I should say, and dissected. And so we're going to swap this number 6 out with another brand new Bosch 210 right here. Here we go. Let's do this. Okay. There's the results with 2 brand new injectors and 2 of the older injectors. These are the older injectors. These are the brand new injectors. And yeah, there's a little bit of a difference. We're talking probably a solid, 8 milliliter difference between the highest flowing and the lowest flowing. So I didn't obviously buy flow matched injectors. These are just replacements. So without buying a handful of them and going through and picking and choosing, this is what I get. It is what it is. They'll be fine for what we're doing here. Again, this is for the race truck behind me. Six summer, we knew they were getting a little crazy, and so it was time. I noticed the last time I took it out on the road for a drive, I noticed it wasn't running right, and I think some of these injectors were being hung open. Maybe one of them was hung open, one of them was closed, or maybe they were kind of doing both. I'm not really sure, but ultimately it killed an O2 sensor. Now, on this thing we run a Bosch O2 sensor, which I'm told isn't the greatest thing with the Holly. So the next go around, we're going to go ahead and put an NTK O2 sensor on it versus the Bosch. So that should help. But I think these injectors being bad, I think killed the O2 sensor. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll slap some new injectors in it. We'll put an NTK sensor in it. And I'm going to change some settings in the learn feature. We're going to back them down to the learning percentage. And then also to start out, I may just work off of the base map. And so basically just turn the closed loop off just for a bit. And we'll just kind of monitor what the O2s are doing and go from there. So either way, I just want to share with you guys my experience with the Bosch 210s. I've run these injectors for probably, we're going close to, roughly almost 10 years on Bosch 210 injectors. One thing I've learned, do not leave them sit over the winter time without running the engine, or simply just pull the injectors out and clean them, lubricate them with something, mineral spirits, something of the like, and maybe Marvel Mystery Oil, something like that. You got to do something with them. You can't leave them sit. These are originally designed for compressed natural gas, CNG, and the insides of them are not stainless construction, so they don't really handle crappy pump gas or oxygenated fuels, anything like that. E85 is terrible. That's what I left mine sitting with one time, and that was a bad idea. So I've learned, don't do that. If you're going to park it for the winter, probably just pull them out. If you can get yourself one of these little injector testers, just run it. Or, you can manually spray some WD-40 through them and use an air nozzle with a rubber tip and blow it through. I've shown other videos on here of how I do that. So either way, don't leave them sit. Learn the lesson the hard way. And that's probably what honestly has happened with these injectors, and I've been kind of babying them along for a while. So these replacement injectors were overdue. My next step is to do something different on the injectors. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Injectors in that size are kind of difficult. Like, you're not really left with a lot of options. It seems like a lot of people go with the billet atomizer, the big bastards, and then we get into a driver box. I'm running a Holley HP in this thing. I got rid of my Dominator, which was probably a big mistake, and I'm only running the HP in this thing. So I could do an add-on injector driver. I don't really want to. I'm kind of sick of adding things to the box in this thing. This truck originally started out as a blow-through setup, so I don't know. It's not really wired in a way that it's easy to add things at this point, and I'm kind of done with it. So I'd rather not put an injector driver in this thing. So the high impedance Bosch 210s have worked okay, and I think if I need more, which I will, what I'm going to do is just ramp up the fuel pressure on it. I may take, right now I'm running a base fuel pressure of 43. I may up it to 60 or even 80 if I have to. These injectors will take it. People do it all the time. And that might alleviate the issue of having to try to find something bigger, or going to a low impedance billet atomizer or something like that. I know there's some other options out there. I'm not mentioning them in this video, but you guys know the deal. And then you're talking, $2,000 on up. I can get into a set of these even flow matched for about $720. So we'll give these a go. We'll run them. We've been running them for a while, and so that's that. Anyway, sorry to ramble on. I just wanted to show you guys real quick, a little flow testing this morning and testing out some new injectors. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. What's your guys' experience with the Bosch 210s? I'd like to hear. And we'll catch you in the next one.